Think China is the largest market for medical devices in Asia? Think again. Japan, with less than 1/10 the population of China, still spends more on healthcare each year. It's a demanding market, but an aging population and high per capita spending make Japan lucrative for medical device makers. Interested in getting your share of the Japanese market? We'll tell you how. First, let's take a look at how Japan regulates medical devices. In Japan, devices are regulated by the Pharmaceuticals and Medical Devices Agency, known simply as the PMDA. This agency reviews all device applications, enforces quality system requirements, and monitors the safety of medical devices sold in Japan. The PMDA is actually a specialized division of the MHLW, the Ministry of Health, Labor, and Welfare. By now, you probably know that most countries group medical devices according to the risk they pose to patients and users. This classification scheme determines the regulatory pathway. Japan groups medical devices into categories of increasing risk: Class 1, 2, 3, and 4. Class 2 devices follow one of two pathways. Understanding the classification of your device is critically important. The regulatory pathway of your device is determined by the Japan Medical Device Nomenclature, or JMDN code. Without the right JMDN code, you cannot start your PMDA application. Before you begin the registration process, you will need to appoint a Marketing Authorization Holder, or MAH. The license holder coordinates your device submission, acts as the regulatory liaison between you and the PMDA, and has a role in the importing process. You have options in appointing an MAH, assuming you have no office in Japan. You can appoint a distributor, or you can hire an independent third-party company. This is an important decision because the MAH will control your device registration, and their name will appear on your device labeling and registration documents. Make sure you are comfortable working with them over the long term. Here's another important step in the process. The PMDA requires most manufacturers to demonstrate compliance with Japanese Quality Management System requirements as outlined in Ordinance 169. If you already have ISO 13485 certification, you will have little trouble modifying your quality management system procedures to meet the additional requirements of Ordinance 169. It is important to note that these requirements are facility-specific. The PMDA, or a registered certification body, will then conduct an audit to ensure your compliance. This will involve a desktop audit unless you manufacture a new or high-risk device. In this case, the PMDA will also conduct an on-site audit. The registered certified body will also likely come on-site each year. Most Class 1 manufacturers are not assessed for compliance with Ordinance 169. If your device has been tested to an international standard for approval in another market, those testing reports may be accepted as part of your submission in Japan. An important part of the registration process involves the preparation of a technical file, which includes information on the safety and efficacy of the device, plus testing reports. Clinical trial data conducted outside Japan may be acceptable. Simple Class 1 devices don't need to prepare a technical file, but must submit a pre-market submission to the PMDA, which includes basic device information. All submitted materials must be translated into Japanese. Depending on the classification of your device, the PMDA or a registered certification body will review your dossier. If all goes well, the PMDA or a registered certification body will issue an approval or a certificate. These do not expire as long as you don't make substantive changes to the product, claims, or its intended use. So how long does it take to get approval from the PMDA? It varies widely, but we have a detailed chart available on our website that provides information for all classes of devices sold in Japan. We hope this presentation has given you a basic understanding of the Japanese regulatory process for medical devices. Want to learn more? We have flowcharts, articles, regulations, and other resources available online. www.emergogroup.com/Japan